Hey everyone, thanks very much for joining me on today's episode, guys. We've got a fair bit of stuff to get through. I'm super excited. Have a look at silver, guys. Silver's looking really good currently at the minute. We've bounced off support, so we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to talk about gold, platinum, palladium as well. Of course, we're going to take a look at Litecoin, and of course, we're going to have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's above the 10,500 mark, so we are going to take a look at that as well. Just a quick heads up, it's raining down the side. You can probably hear the rain in the background. So guys, just take note of that. If it does get a bit loud, I can't really do much about that. But good to see everybody. We got Chef here. Guys, thanks so very much for taking time out of your day to come and join me on the live stream, or essentially to watch my videos afterwards. So hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. Moon the likes, everybody. I want to see super volume on likes. So everybody, if anyone's coming in here or watching this afterwards, please hit the like button. We got Chef in the house. Hey Chef, how you doing? Chef says hello, Limey. How are you? How are you today, Chef? Are you keeping well? It's good to have you here, everybody. I'm super excited to get through today's live stream. So we've got some time. We got RPM Limited says good afternoon, Silver Limey. Guys, it's the usual where we talk about precious metals and we have a look at some crypto. I'm not going to go too much into some news today, so we've got 2 articles of news that we're going to be taking a look at. So we will also be looking at that. The time is -5 hours. It's 18 minutes past 6 here in Ireland. So -5 hours for the eastern seaboard of America, and I think it's -8 if you're on the Pacific seaboard. It's about 10 o'clock there for the Americans. So for my American viewers there on the eastern seaboard, I think if I've got that correctly. Let's see. Chef says, good, Silver Limey. Thank you for asking. That's always my pleasure. I always like to know how you guys are doing, not just about how I'm doing. Yeah, if you can probably hear the rain there. Yep, it's we got a shelter here that we're currently in, so it is going to be, it's a bit of an office space, so it is probably going to be a bit loud if you guys can hear that. But RPM says hello, one and all. How are you doing? We're up to 5 guys. Thanks very much. Hopefully we can get a few more guys in. And I'm going to take a look at silver now. As I put in the title there, as you can see, it says silver road to $20. So we're going to take a look. I've put my line in, my support line in all the way to the $20 mark. So we will take a look at that. We've got Chef says it's 10 a.m. here in Vegas. Wow. Okay, cool. So I'm probably right then in regards to the time zone then. Chef, wow, he's in Vegas. That sounds great. RPM Limited says loads of movement today. Bet this will be a great show in store for us. Well, I certainly hope so. AU Currents, how are you doing? Says hello, Silver Limey. Hello, everyone. He's the winner of the giveaway I did. I announced the giveaway winner yesterday. AU Currents comment came up. He is the winner. I've got all his details essentially. So again, thanks for sending that through. I'll get that posted over the next couple of days to you. Hopefully it shouldn't take longer than a week. So good to see you. We've got Carl as well. Carl Electrum, how are you doing, buddy? He says hello all. Lovely American walking Liberty dollar there as his thumbnail. Right, so we're going to get straight into it, guys. So in the title I put their road to $20. We can see here, looking at, this is the silver on the daily. So what I've done is, this is our channel. So we've got our resistance levels, ascending resistance. So we've got resistance here and resistance here. Once you have a line listed, so if we bring it down, you'll see that's my resistance line all the way across here. So that is the way our resistance pattern is going to work. If we end up above this, that's at a certain point, it is what we refer to as a breakout. A breakout, and obviously then we will be out of that, and then we'll have to re-look at our positioning. So our bottom line here is the support line. That means that is essentially where we've created support and we've bounced off it. So we have this line of support here, which is on the 20-day moving averages. So for those that are not familiar with these averages, these are, okay, this is the daily. So these are our 20-day moving average, our 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average, and our 200-day moving averages. What that does is over the last 200 days, that's what it reflects the average as being at. So the average price for silver at the 200-day mark was $15.47. The 100 was $15.69, and the 50 moving average was $16.11, and then the 20 moving average was $16.71. What's interesting enough about the 20, whenever we're above the 20, we're in a bullish phase. So we can see it here. We are in a bullish phase. We're well above it. We haven't broke down under the 20-day moving average, which is good. We've attempted to break down here in this area here, which was the beginning of the month. That's essentially where we had that big sell-off from the announcement from the Fed when they were reducing rates. There was a big, massive sell-off. That's essentially what happened there. So what we do is we draw a line of support all the way here. Now, essentially, once that happens, we need to wait a few days before we start to see where our lines end. So what we did was we had these two lines here. So what we do is we draw our support line based on where those lines have touched. So our ascending support line is in place. You can see here we've touched it there. We've touched it there and bounced off. We've touched it there and bounced up. And then likewise, where we are today is where we've got a nice strong green candle, and we've touched it and we've gone up. So we're currently, silver's priced at $17.15. Earlier on today, I think we were in the 1680, if I'm not mistaken. 1687 was the low for the day. So what we've done is, I beg your pardon, 1685 was the lowest that we went down. We hit support, and straight away the buyers or the bulls came in and they pushed the price up, guys. Let's have a look. So Carl, okay, we've still got 4 watching. Steve Rice, man, how you doing? Says, hello, brother. I can't stay. It's time to jump on the tractor and get some bush hogging done. I just wanted to say hi and hit the like button and take care of him. Well, thanks very much, Steve. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Looking forward to it. Silver Limey says, thanks, AU Currents. Steve Rice saying hello to Chef. And then Opium Limited says, share this video to Facebook. Well, thanks very much for sharing it, guys, if you wouldn't mind. That helps the channel too, if you can share it. Really appreciate it. So again, thank you for that. We'll probably get more people in. We sort of tend to. It's difficult to try and slot my live streams in. I like to live stream, guys. I've got family over as well, so that's the reason why he's a little bit later. I like to try and do my live streams at about 5 o'clock, sort of 6 the latest. So it's probably 5 is probably better for some, but hopefully we'll get more people in as we go. Right, so silver. So what we've done is we've got our support levels in place. You guys can see what I've done is I've worked off this mark. If silver maintains this trend line here, we will be at the $20 mark. Worst case scenario, so that's if we're just constantly bouncing between these two lines, then effectively what will happen is eventually this will crunch. As you can see, where this is starting to narrow a bit, and it'll narrow. If we reach this point here, it's about the 22nd of October is when we should reach $20 based on this line. So based on the support line, which has acted like support, our 20-day moving average is hovering around this sort of area, which is fantastic. That's what we want to see. We want to see ourselves maintain ourselves above this 20-day moving average. We want to see ourselves bounce around in this area. So what happens is you tend to get the push up. You get a test of resistance. If it fails, we go down. We have another test of resistance here. If that fails, we go down. And then we slowly start to work our way back up. Obviously, after that, we sort of consolidation for a few days. We've had some sell-offs the last couple of days, and now we've got a long, strong buying signal today. So hopefully we can maintain that, build up on that, test resistance again. Hopefully we can break out, because if we break out, guys, then we've got a new channel for us to actually have a look at, which could then bring this $20 target zone a little bit on the closer side. So we could end up playing that depending on the angle of the or the trajectory of this wedge. So that's what we want to see. We want to see ourselves maintain that. Rick G, Profit Coins, man, he says, what's up, everyone? Just finishing my lunch break. Hope everyone is having a great day. Rick G, thanks very much for dropping in, buddy. It's awesome to see you. Thanks so very much. So yeah, that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and see if silver can maintain this channel. If it does, we are going to reach a $20 silver there by the 22nd of October. So what are we, August, September, October? That's only a couple of months away, guys. That's effectively 2 months from today's date. So what I might do is I probably should actually, I can't put a poll on this software. I will put a poll in. Probably I'll put it on the community post and see, are we going to see a $20 silver by October? I think that'll be the interesting one. All signals are there essentially for a major bull run for silver. So in regards to our current situation geopolitically wise, so it's going to be interesting to see how silver performs over the next month or so. If we can start getting ourselves ready here and start testing this resistance level and break up and break through, then effectively we can probably reach $18 within a relative quick stretch. And then, of course, we got the 19, 1950, and then 20. I reckon we could do it, guys. Certainly holding up for that one. Sucker for Silver Man, how you doing? He says ISL was gone for a few days. Guess I missed the silver buying dip. Yeah, the dip essentially was yesterday. There was a nice dip yesterday, as you guys saw it. We're going to break this down into the 1 hour, but there it was. There we broke below the $17 level. I hate that $16 level. It really does. It drives me mad. I just hate that 16. We're sitting at 16, guys. Look at this. This is fantastic. That's what we want to see. We want to see these curves. We're down and we're slowly pushing up. I just love to see that. Look at that. We've got this awesome swing up. All right, this is on the 4 hour charts. So we've bounced off support. We're going up. Hopefully we can maintain it. Just keep chipping away, keep going up. And then hopefully we can be at the 1750 mark. That's essentially where we were last time. We were at 1750 before we sold off. So we need to retest the 1750 is our next level of resistance. It could well even be a little bit sooner. What's that? The 1735. I'd say the major resistance level is 1750. If we can breach 1750, we'll get through to 18 in fairly no time. I'd love to see an $18 silver. I'm sure the majority of you do. As we can see, we're just above our 20-day moving average here for our 4 hour chart, or the 20-hour, the 20-day moving average. So again, we're setting up to look really good. It just depends on what happens tomorrow, of course. What happens to today? Actually, we're still trading for a few more hours, and what happens tomorrow. So let's hopefully. I mean, if we have a look here, whenever we've seen this pattern, that's probably similar to this area here, maybe. I don't know. And then it shoots up. So it'll be interesting to see how this candle performs. If we can get enough buyers in, then effectively we can start pushing up higher. And then, of course, we can start to see this above pattern over our 20-day, our 20 moving average. No new comments at the moment. We still got Sucker for Silver there. That's cool. We got 5 listening, 5 watchers. Right, so silver, let's look at the 1 hour and see how we're looking on the 1 hour. Okay, there we go. There's the 1 hour. So we're well above our moving averages there. That's what I want to see. I want to see this breakthrough, break out of these moving averages. That's what we want to see. So what we did was we had this as resistance. This was the 100-day moving average. We had that, which is interesting. It was acting as resistance. We couldn't break through. We broke down, and then we banged on straight up. Check this out, guys. This was only a few hours ago. Nice, strong buy momentum, 41,000. Bang, straight through, all the way up to 1713. Then the next candle starts. Bit of a sell-off, back up. We're setting higher highs, guys. This is what we want to see. We want to see higher highs, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're seeing these higher high levels. There's our higher high there, and there's our lower high. That is a perfect setup. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see dips. We want to see higher highs. We want to keep maintaining this. I mean, just look at that pattern, guys. All the way down here in the dumps, and then straight back up. A little bit of selling pressure, and then buying pressure. So we could see a pretty awesome rally here, guys. So let's cross fingers on this. Anything can pretty much change. So hopefully it doesn't change anything. We'll have to see how we end up, but that's looking pretty strong, guys. Silver 1750. Let's look at gold. Right, here's the gold chart. Okay, this is on the 4 hourly, so again, we're not looking too bad there. We're still in our moving average. We haven't really broken through. This is the 4 hour chart. We've got awesome consolidation out, pop up, through that resistance level there, which was on the 7th of August. That was quite some time ago. I remember doing a video specifically on that. We're now consolidating out, which is great. So what we do want to see in gold is we want to see consistent consolidation with anything. When I mean consolidation, I want to see sideways movement, so a build up, and then we break on higher. That's exactly what I want to see, guys. So what we do is, if we were to peg this out, we would have essentially a resistance line going up and then a support line going sideways here, which would give us a good area of movement. So we're sort of moving up in a upward right movement. Andre G, how are you doing, Andre? It's good to see you. RPM Limited, super happy face. He says, I love the look of that. I know, yeah, I totally agree, man. Pot of Jam, how you doing? Pot of Jam says, what's happening with silver today? There's a lot of stuff happening with silver today. We're finally back into the 17. We're moving into teen territory, which is great. So we're about 17.16 the last time I checked. Wow, guys, 17.17. Wow, we're seriously moving up. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that one. Hopefully, we're going to start seeing more movements like this, guys. Silver, just in the last hour alone, is up almost 3 cents. We're going to take a look at the daily and see what the gain has been on the day. Okay, silver's up 28 cents today, guys. 28 cents. That's fantastic. Okay, so we're going to take another look at silver at another time. We're going to take a look at gold today. So this is gold on the daily, right? Gold is up $10 on the day. So gold is currently sitting at $15.06 an ounce. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get the next marker in. In fact, what we'll actually do is we're going to move our supports. That's our support zone. There we go. And then we're going to put a resistance area in, which is the top of this candle, and we're going to join it up with that one. There you go, guys. Okay, so that's our channel that we're going to be working in. So we're at the bottom here now, which is great. So what that generally means for the setup, guys, when we see consolidation like this, I'm pretty sure that there is going to be upward momentum happening relatively soon. So whether we're going to see it here or on the next candle, which could mean tomorrow, we're definitely going to see some sort of pressure here. It's either going to be a move to the downside or a move to the upside. I'm pretty optimistic, guys. I'd love to see a movement to the upside. We've consolidated enough here. It'll be great to see a big move up. We haven't really gone up much. We've had 2 days of selling. I want to see some higher gold prices, guys. Don't forget to, I'll moon the likes, everybody. I want to see some thumbs up on the video. Don't forget that. Please like and share as well as comments. Let's have a look. We got Pot of Jam says, sounds good. If it hits 20, I'm going to sell a few bits. I'm definitely in your boat there as well. I'll probably consider consolidating and maybe moving into platinum, something like that. Maybe consolidate some of my silver and move into getting some platinum. RPM Limited says definitely not the majority. The moves in euro are a little bit lower today. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't really follow too much about gold and euro changes or precious metals to euro. RPM Limited says I only plan to reclaim what I purchased in profit, then just holding on. Pot of Jam, I like the sound of that. Let's have a look. Limey, I'm loving your new streams. It's my daily dose of keeping up with the market now. You've come so far since last year. It's amazing. Well, thanks very much, buddy. And here's another fellow who loves the charts. That is Mudswat. And he's asking how everyone's doing. Mudswat, I'm doing great, buddy. And how are you? Silver Junkie 1350. I'm going to call Silver Junkie 1350 from now on. Because, why am I saying that? Because Silver Junkie loves $13.50 silver. I'm sure all of us would love to buy in at $13.50 again, but it seems unlikely that we will be seeing $13.50 again, guys. So best of luck, but here we go. Silver's pushing up. We're at 17.17. I haven't showed you that yet, so we're going to keep track of that. Gold is looking good. It's set up here, guys. I'm really excited. I want to see what happens tomorrow for gold. I'm pretty confident that we're going to see some movement up. So it's either going to be partially this candle here that we're going to start seeing some good momentum for gold. Gold price at $15 and sorry, $1,500 and $1,506 an ounce. It's currently up almost $11. It's $10.85. If you look at percentages, guys, gold is up 0.72%. And what is silver up? Silver's up 1.72%. which again means that silver has outperformed gold yet again on another day by a whole whopper 1%, guys. So silver's almost up 2% on the day. So I'm super happy about that. It's about flipping time. Silver Junkie 1350 says, he's got a big laughing face there. I love it. He says, Potter Jam says, okay, got to go for a meal. Have a nice day, guys. Cheers, Potter Jam, and I'll see you around, man. Silver Junkie, he's having a good laugh there. So Silver Junkie 1350, enjoying the that comment. Right, we got up to 6 watching currently at the minute, guys. So let's look at silver. Okay, gold. This is the target I've put in. So let's just say if we wanted a higher price for gold, what I'm gonna do is, guys, I want to put it line in for you. So based on the support level, if gold maintains this support level, we could well see a $1,800 gold by October. Again, funny enough, it's the exact same place as gold support level, silver support level are both looking the same, which to me just blows me away, because that just basically means that the support levels are very similar. Obviously, I can't talk about resistance levels, but resistance levels, guys, if we're going to start moving up here, start testing resistance. If we break through here, then effectively this whole dynamics changes. And what that means is that we could see an $1,800 silver a lot sooner, obviously. But if we're able to keep in this channel, there you go. If we're able to keep in this channel consistently, we will be on $1,800 per ounce of gold by the let's call it the 21st of October. Man, that would be something, man, to see that. My own gold holdings would certainly appreciate. I am still looking at gold. I'm just trying to see what bargains I can bag. I'm looking at a couple of gold sovereigns currently at the minute. So, guys, if you can, buy the dips. Always say buy the dips, or buy at least as close to spot as possible. Modswat says good, thank you. And then Potter Jam as well, he says, okay, sorry, that's got to go. Sorry, apologies, we've been over that. So looking at gold, that's our trend line there. We will be by $1,800 an ounce by October, so long as gold can keep up with this trend line, guys. And so far it's kept up with this trend line since the beginning of August. That's essentially where I've started taking it. It's been gone up, it's tested resistance, it's come across, and this is where we are right here. So we're very early in this stage of us getting to $1,800. So the moment things kick off, guys, it's going to be really quick. So crossing fingers that we get a nice run, nice rally up here. I want to see us testing higher. I want to see us testing this resistance, hopefully breaking on through, readjusting the support levels and readjusting the resistance levels. That's what I want to see. I want to see higher movement for precious metals. Right, so let's take a look at platinum. I mentioned platinum yesterday. I was super excited about platinum because we had quite a nice run, but again, it's Palladium that is the big winner on the day, guys, and I'll show you the chart shortly. We had a good movement up, but sadly, yet again, we're back in our 20-day moving average, which sucks. However, what are we doing here that is similar to what I've placed for gold? So again, this is our target. This is our target zone for platinum, guys. I want to be at call it the $1,000 level. That's what I want to see. I want to see $1,000 platinum, guys. And again, where is that going to be? April 2020. So based on this chart, guys, we're only going to hit the $1,000 level by April of next year if we can maintain this this resistance level. So again, it's very slow. Platinum definitely slower out of both the two metals. Silver and gold tracking each other extremely well, which means that if we can maintain our support levels, we can definitely we can see a $20 gold by October, and we can see a $1,800 gold by October as well. So watch out for the poll. Right, let's take a look here. Okay, so we're down here. So again, we're still on the lower end of the scale. We still got potential to move up. This is platinum on the daily, so we're currently down. We're not even down $1, guys. So that's good. This might even turn into a green candle, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. Yesterday, a lot of buying and selling. We were looking well above our 20-day moving average. We're now sitting on the 20-day moving average. We need to clear this to start moving up. Let's look at the 4-hour for platinum. So we're definitely on the lower end of the scale. We can see there that that was the mid-August. Was that a couple of days back? Four days back. We sort of broke below, but we came back up immediately. We're still in the murky water zone. I always like to call the trading between the moving averages the murky water, because it's sort of indecisive which way it wants to go. And of course, we need to see some really strong pushes. What I want to see is I want to see candles like this for platinum. I want to see a nice, strong, candle coming straight up there and showing them who's boss. Even MudSwat says platinum, platinum, platinum. How much platinum do you have, MudSwat? So yeah, I want to start seeing this movement. Unfortunately, we're still far away from resistance levels up here. We're still above our support zone. So there's still potential there easily to sit in the middle here. Maybe 1880 would certainly be a good target. Our major resistance level is the 1865, 1868 level. And then we can worry about testing that higher. But there is going to be a strong candle. I can feel it. It's just a matter of when, not a matter of if, everybody. Have your bags ready for platinum. Let's have a look. Just got 1 gram, cost me $13 over spot. Yeah, sadly, I know what you mean, MudSwat. I've tried to get into platinum as well. It just seems like you've got to pay over the odds for platinum. I know someone who's selling those grams, not on a personal level, but I've bought a few things off him. I'll see if he'll do me a bit of a deal on platinum. It'll probably cost him money anyway, so I'll see what he can do. Blended Whiskey's in the house, man. Blended Whiskey, good to see you, buddy. Thanks so very much. Great commenting. I love it. He says, hello, Silver Limey 79. What are your thoughts? Can we hit a $20 silver by October? Check the charts, check the playback. I'll put the support lines in, guys. Certainly, if we can maintain the support, we can hit that $20 silver and we can have an $1,800 gold by those 2 points. What was interesting was when I had a look at those charts, guys, what stood out most was silver and gold were both on the same, roughly within 1 or 2 days of each other. They could hit their targets by those days. When I put in the platinum target, which we can see here, platinum target of $1,000 was only in April next year. So it's a very long time to see that sort of response for platinum. But that, again, that is if it keeps bouncing off support. So what we want to see for platinum is we've got to see it on the higher end of the scale here. Start pushing, start testing resistance, start pushing up. Currently, if we were to just trade on our support level, it could take until April next year. Obviously, worst case scenario for silver and gold, if it's if it breaks down from its support level, obviously we will have to relook at that. But currently, on its current support level, it can obviously be there by October, both gold and silver, guys. So that's platinum. Palladium looks absolutely fantastic. So we're going to take a look at Palladium, guys. Let's take a look. Palladium. Palladium's come a long way. It went down as low as what, $1,383, something like that. Crazy. We had a nice run yesterday as well. I noted it. That was even the basis for my thumbnail was this area right here. Nice strong pushes up, and what happens again, guys? We're now above our 200-day moving average here, man. Do you know how important that is? Now that we've broken through the 200-day, and what we've done is we've consistently maintained above it, which is great. So now we can start moving into bullish territory for Palladium, as long as we don't have a sell-off. Obviously, I can't speak for sell-offs, but I can only speak for the charts here. Now that we're above the 200-day, Palladium is looking pretty strong, guys. $1,492 for an ounce of Palladium. Imagine that if you bought at the low here, guys. 1380. Well, it went even lower than that. $1,396 an ounce. What a buy! It came off $1,600 high just before the Fed announcements. It was about 1,600. Imagine that. That would be a great buying opportunity. You sell at 1,600, guys, and you get in below 1,400. You make $200 on 1 ounce of Palladium, and then you get in. All of a sudden, you've got more Palladium. You've got more Palladium. Right, let's see. We're going to talk about Bitcoin as well, but there you go. That's Palladium on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at Palladium on the 1 day, guys. Extremely strong. Okay, so Palladium's up $15. That's almost 1% on the day. The winner on the day so far, though, is silver. Silver's up 1.75%, guys. We've broken through 1717. We're now at 1718. We're knocking on the door of 1719, so we're looking good. Platinum is down 0.04%. Palladium is up 1%, and gold is up 0.67%. So again, silver's just doing the number of on gold. And do you know what that also means, guys? That means the gold-silver ratio is looking pretty sweet too. So we're going to take a look at that in a sec. So gold and silver ratio. The last time we checked, I believe it was 88 or something like that. I'm not saying it's going to improve where it was now, but let's check it out. So we're going to check it out in a sec. Gold to silver ratio. See, we're up to 11. That's fantastic. Great to have everyone here. Thank you very much. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. I want to see lots of likes, guys. I want to see moon up the likes. Blended whiskey says silver $18 by end of the year. Okay, that's blended whiskey. He says gold at $17.50 by the end of the year. Wow, that is super interesting. Andre, man, how you doing? It's good to see you. Andre G. RPM says I've always been undecided on platinum, staying with gold, silver, and crypto. I believe. There you go. That's RPM there. Are you current saying hello to blended whiskey? Blended whiskey then says silver $18 by end of the year. Again, what I've done with the chart blended, I've based it on support. So our support has been pretty consistent. So if our support level is maintained, we will be at $20 silver by October. I think it's the 20th or so. If we break down or break up, if we break up to the upside, we'll be there a lot sooner because then I can readjust the support levels. So we will take a look at that. Right, Palladium. Obviously, we had our breakout there, guys. That's essentially what we've done the last couple of days. We're now well above our 20-day moving average. So Palladium looks set to start now performing. Because now I'm not saying we're going to rally, but we're above our moving averages here. So as long as we can maintain that, we're definitely going to be edging higher. Maybe $1,500. Who knows? Maybe $1,550, something like that. Let's look at Palladium on the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour, guys. Wow, jeez. Okay, so Palladium there just powering on through there. So we got our support level. That is our 200-day exponential moving average. Now acting like support. We're now bouncing off that straight up. So again, that's looking pretty good. I think silver's going to be the thumbnail by the looks of it. Let's look at the 1 hour for Palladium. Jeepers, look at the 1 hour, guys. Wow, straight up there. A little bit of pressure selling, straight back up again. And hopefully that's what we're going to see with silver now, guys. We're going to see that like that nice little, almost like that ski ramp trajectory where we start to pick up speed and we get to go up. Hopefully that is what we're going to see. This last candle looks like we're hitting a bit of selling pressure. 9 minutes to go before that candle finishes. But that is one whopper. Check that out, guys. And we've consistently, look at that. 16th of August. We've been maintaining that 20-day moving average until we popped right here. There's our big breakout. Straight above it, we're still now tracking well above that. Man, Palladium looks good. Palladium looks good to set up for a nice rally. Coin Collector, he says, hello all. How are you doing, Coin Collector? It's good to see you again, buddy. I can't really stay, but just dropped in to say hi. I love it. Well, thanks for dropping in to say hi. Krispy Kreme, Mad White. Krispy Kreme. How are you doing, Krispy Kreme? Interesting enough, there's a Krispy Kreme donuts here in Dublin. There's only one, but apparently they're pretty exquisite. Krispy Kreme. Let's take a look through, guys. We've got Tim watching, which is fantastic. Don't forget to moon the likes. I want to see mega thumbs up, please. Okay, that's our look at palladium. I'm going to take a look at the gold to silver ratio. We'll get that screen ready. So palladium, guys, man, I'd love to see $1,500 breach for palladium if we can maintain this. This is starting to look very strong. Nice, good momentum here. Again, bit of sideways consolidation, a little bit of a dip. Now straight back up again, straight back into it. So we're going to keep our eyes open on palladium. Let's look at the gold and silver ratio. $87.6. Jeepers, okay. There we go. Previous was 88.5, so we've effectively silver's gained an ounce on gold just in today's trading, guys. That's pretty awesome. So what we're going to be expected to see before this loads up, we're going to see red going down, which is what we want to see. That means the red going down means that silver is stronger than gold. So there you go. That's what I wanted to see. Wanted to see that. So we've got silver strength all the way down. Check it out. That was our previous one there. Okay, that's on the 1 hour. Let's look at the daily. That was our mega strength there for silver. Then gold came back a bit. Silver kept up with it to a degree, which is what this area has been, this consolidation mode. And then today alone, silver the stronger one, and that's exactly what's happened. Again, it's still looking, there is no wick currently, which is great, which means that there could be potentially move to see that much lower. Okay, so what we've seen gold as low as 85.6. That's essentially where silver strength was. So about the 85, mid 85s. That's where our silver strength was before we've had this comeback here for gold. So guys, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Gold is weaker 1% against silver currently. There we go. EU current says no way gold is ever going to drop in the next year, and silver pretty stable. There will come a time soon when JP Morgan stops shorting silver, and then the sky's the limit. That's what I want to see. Krispy Kreme says hello, brother, and then we got Andre G says I've already liked the stream. First thing, what I do, I love it. Thank you very much for that, Andre G. Are you current? No way gold is ever going to drop in the next year. I know you put the comment there. I'm just saying it again. But silver's pretty stable. I know, yeah, guys. If we look at the crypto market, you look at precious metals. What do you see, guys, when you look at those? For those that follow it, what do you see? Even if you look at silver, guys, silver is not as volatile as Bitcoin right now. So when you're looking at those two metals, silver looks pretty stable when you look at crypto right now, even though it's still very volatile against gold. But I'm liking what's happening. Let's have a look. We've got RPM Limited says, why do you choose to collect precious metals, Silver Limey? Any specific purpose other than maintaining wealth? What got you into it all to begin with? Just curious. RPM, yeah, I've been, I like to take control of my own, I wouldn't say destiny, but my own future. So I realized that probably by stacking precious metals is probably the best way to go. And it's probably the easiest, really, without having to go the route of speaking to a financial investor, that sort of thing. I like to take care of my own things. I see, foreseeable risks. What I'm trying to do now is consolidate some of my silver holdings. I want to try and put some of that, diversify that into other precious metals like platinum, some gold. I've got too much silver in my portfolio currently. So I'm slowly trying to work that out. What I am looking at now, I'm all about investing. I want to see investment returns. Obviously, I can't see that with bullion right now, just standard bullion. So what I'm looking at graded. I want to get into graded coinage. I want to keep that long term. I foresee good value, good returns in graded metals over the next few years. So for me, that's what I'm really keen at doing. Is I want to start seeing returns. I know it's difficult for silver right now, hence why I want to get into graded, high graded coinage. When I mean graded, I just want to go top MS70 or PF70, something like that. Silver Limey, I just shared you out of my community tab. Can you see it? I haven't seen it yet, blended, but I'll tell you what I will do is I'll just have a quick sneak peek. Blended whiskey. Just going to take a look, man. Of course, you put blended whiskey, and the first thing you're going to get is a load of whiskey come up first rather than actual channels. So there we go. There's blended whiskey. Congrats, buddy, on reaching 1,000, man. I'm super happy for you. Give everybody a round of applause there for my man, blended whiskey. That's it. I see it. Fantastic. Thanks, buddy. I'll put a little comment on there for you as well. There you go. Super. Right, there you go. That's blended whiskey on 1,000 subs, man. Congrats. I might have said it already, but why not just say it again? I hope that answers your question, RPM Limited. Essentially, for me, it's easier to buy precious metals than anything else. I don't believe in stocks. I don't believe in bonds. I think that's all overinflated money that's in that. I want something more tangible. That's why I believe in crypto. Crypto is another alternative where the banks can't get their hands on it. They can't manipulate it. Yes, it can be manipulated by individuals, but essentially I can control my investment in crypto without any other third party being involved. So that's another reason why I like crypto. And let's have a look. We've got Andre G saying congrats, blended whiskey. Right, guys, gold silver ratio 87.6. Where do we see it going? Well, I tell you what, it's very difficult to put a level out for the gold to silver ratio. I tell you what, guys, I'm going to choose a different screen there. I've got the standard screen up, so what we're going to do is we're going to choose the other one. There we go. That should come up correctly. Yep, there it is. Look at that, guys. Nice red candle forming. One of the super you know, when you're looking at gold to silver ratio, that's what you want to see. You want to see a red because that means silver strong. So if you look at our strong days here, man, we had a solid like 7-8 days of strength in silver versus gold, and then we're seeing it again here with these red candles. And wow, what a whopper of a day! There's not even a wick on it yet. So it's going to be super excited to see how that goes. Silver's knocking on the door on 1718 again, so we're going to keep an eye on that. So that's the gold to silver ratio. There's no point you putting in any sort of it's difficult to trace because gold can move in an instant. Gold is currently at 1505. So again, we're going to take a look at that, guys. It's time to let's look at some news. This is only a quick article. It's by Yahoo Finance. It says spot gold recovers $1,500 on expectation of central bank support. This is investing.com, published on the 20th, which is today. It says gold spot recovered the psychological $1,500 level on Tuesday as analysts bet on further support for precious metals from central banks and falling yields. Spot gained $8.79 to 1504, which we're not far from that. Obviously by 8:53 a.m. While gold futures for December delivery on COMEX division of the New York Mercantile Exchange rose $3.25. Gold has hovered near a 6-year highs on prospects for easier monetary policy from the Federal Reserve and other central banks looking to buoy an economy weighed down by a prolonged US-China trade dispute. Mark Mobius, veteran investor and founder of Mobius Capital Partners, told Bloomberg TV in an interview with Bloomberg TV that investors should be buying at any level, frankly, given the global outlook for falling interest rates. So what I've said on previous occasions, we had that article where there was a bank in Denmark that was paying customers to take out mortgages. They were in negative rates. It was 0.5%, but at least it's something. Hey, that's 0.5%. The banks are paying you to take money out. He also said that interest in cryptocurrencies will simultaneously boost demand for real hard assets, and that includes gold. Well, hard assets are gold anyway. However, traditional buyers can seem less convinced. He says demand for precious metals in India, and the world's second largest buyer, is fading amid record high domestic prices, according to a Bloomberg report. Higher prices appeared to have dented demand, which grew 9% in the first half of the year, Full year demand for gold in India is now expected to be at par with 2016 levels, when consumption hit a 7-year low of 666 tons, as buyers restricted themselves to wedding-related purchases. With both the Fed and the ECB releasing minutes from their latest policy meetings this week, Investing.com senior commodity analyst Bharani Krishnan said that a boon for gold would be hints of a rate cut that would add to the Fed's 25 basis point reduction in July, or the ECB's first easing in a long time. Markets are awaiting for the Federal Reserve annual central bank symposium at the Jackson Hole on Friday, when Fed Chairman Jerome Powell is scheduled to speak alongside others. Strategist at Saxo Bank said Powell's speech provides an unknown risk of either a deeper consolidation in gold or further support. We do expect some fireworks on Friday. Ollie Hansen, head of the commodity strategy at Saxo Bank, said in the bank's morning call. I'm not going to go into these because we've gone into the price already. There's no point talking about old prices. So yeah, they're obviously later in the week. The central banks, there's some sort of meeting going on, and they expect to get some sort of feedback there. So it's either going to stimulate or obviously cause precious metals to drop. That is so that'll certainly be interesting to see how we perform at the end of the week. But let's cross our fingers for that one. Right, guys, let's look at. We're going to look at some comments before we have a look at what is happening with the cryptocurrency front. All right, let's take a look at it. Right. RPM Limited says, "I love graded coins, SL, but I don't. But I do worry about resale in times of chaos. I'll buy some of your silver." Yes, great reply. I enjoyed listening. You definitely have a good selection of outs. Yeah, I like to. I mean, the graded. I certainly hear your thoughts in regards to graded. But guys, I mean, when you're getting into graded coinage, just think of it as this way. What's your market when you're looking at buying bullion coins? Bullion coins, there's always a market there. What happens at the next level when you've got it opens up a new segments of potential buyers. So you've got your graded bullion, which is pretty much accessible from anybody. Then you've got your higher grade bullion. Again, there's a new market there. And then you've got graded coinage. Graded coins, again, that's where predominantly a lot of the major buyers are looking for graded coins. When I mean major buyers, I'm talking guys that are fairly wealthy. These are guys that are going to want that specific coin. So when I'm looking at graded, I only want the top grade, because that is the one that people are going to want the most. That's the way I look at it. I don't buy 69s or 68s. I'm only interested in MS70s. I'm only interested in PF70s. Unless I can get 69s for a bargain, I will buy them for a bargain. I came extremely close the other day. I came across an MS69 Lion of England Queen's Beast. Man, it was going for a bargain. What the stupid thing was, instead of just buying it, I put an offer in because he said make an offer. I didn't hear back from the guy, and obviously someone else made an offer, and of course he gave it to the guy, but it was a bargain. It was $46 for a MS69 PCGS graded coin. Man, I probably could have sold the thing for 70, 80. I probably could have flipped it real easy, but it was stupid of me. I should have just paid the price. Anyway, let's have a look. We've got just subscribed blended whiskey. There you go. You got a new subscriber. We got Silver Wolverine in the house. Man, how you doing, Silver Wolverine? It's good to see you, buddy. Silver's looking pretty strong today. You've got to love it. It's the top performer of the day. Silver's up 1.76%. Platinum is down 0.06%. Palladium is up almost 1%. And gold is up 0.68%. So silver doing the rounds on gold. RPM Limited says, I certainly agree with you. Look, worst case scenario, guys, what's going to happen in case anything major happens in regards to, the gold that's graded? It's probably going to be worth what you pay for it. Either way, I suppose, depends on the price of gold. So either way, you're going to get your money back. That's the way I look at it. But again, just go and have a look. I mean, look, again, it's all about buying at the right price. So do your research, do your homework, know what you're looking for. There's a couple of items I'm watching on eBay that I want to try and get my hands on. Buy the right coins. Don't just buy any old random MS70. See what's selling out there. You can see by the amount of watches that some of these coins that people are interested in. Obviously the big winner for me would be PF proof coinage. Sometimes it's not always easy, but an MS70, I'll take it. And just watch the population. When I'm talking about population, I'm talking about graded coins. See how many were graded at that grade. That's always another telltale sign. Silver Wolverine said most bullion coins coming from the mints are 70s. I won't pay a premium for them, especially from the Perth Mint. See again, like Silver Wolverine. Yes, you said most of the coins come from the mints are 70s. That's great. I mean, I'd love to if I was getting 70 graded coins consistently and I was sending them for grading, I'd be super happy, man. Blended Whiskey says thank you. AU Currents RPM Limited says I picked up a 10-ounce Queen's Beast MS69 for £300 a couple of weeks ago, and he seen flipped it for 500. There you go, RPM. What am I saying, my man? He said he could soon flip it for 500. I'm hoping. Well, look, I mean, what's your worst case scenario there at RPM? Could you sell it for £400? You probably could sell it for £400 easy. You flipped it. You've made £100 on that graded coin, man. There's a higher chance of you finding an owner for that MS69 than you will with a regular bullion coin. I promise you that. Also, have a look at how many coins are being graded. What you might find is you might see 200 people selling the Lion in normal standard bullion format, but how many people are selling an MS69? Maybe 5, maybe 10 people. All of a sudden, you've got a major chance of selling that because there's only 10 of them, versus being amongst let's say 100. What makes your coin so special with the other 99? Blended Whiskey says, "Hey Andre G, how are you doing?" And he says, "Hey RPM," and we got Silver Streak has dropped in as well. Fantastic, Silver Streak. Good to see you as always. One of my regular viewers. Likewise with all of you guys here. Let's have a look. RPM. He says, "I love it. Maybe hard to list. Don't fall in love with your own collection, guys." And that's another thing. If you want to make money on your stuff, don't get emotionally attached to your medals. Don't get me wrong. I get excited. I love it. One thing I realized was that at some point you're going to have to sell it. I know a lot of people say they won't sell it, but you will sell it at some point. And guys, if I can sell a coin, right, and I can buy it again and still pocket some money, I would do that. Who wouldn't do that? And again, look at the charts there. Buy the dips and sell the highs. Why not? Who wouldn't? Sucker for Silver says, "Where does BTC go from here?" SLB. That's right. I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin right now. There we go. Will Stoker says, "That's not true, Wolverine. It's hard to get a 70. Well, look, I can't speak for Silver Wolverine, but maybe he's just saying that the quality of the coins is always going to be a 70. It depends on, maybe he's graded. Silver Wolverine, have you graded any coins to say that they're always 70s? Silver Streak. World Stalker, man, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Did you drop a message in to say hello? Sorry, I don't remember seeing you. It's good to see you, though. He's probably been lurking. Anyway, let's take a look at the chart for Bitcoin. Bitcoin today, guys. Wow, I tell you what, I was thinking, shit, mate. Sorry, pardon my language. I was thinking maybe I missed an opportunity to get in here. And look what happened, guys. This is why you got to love crypto. Wait for the sell-offs and then buy low. I've always said that. Buy low, sell high. There you go. Like, I was like, this was me yesterday thinking, no, this doesn't look good. It's the volume's low. I always look at the volume and power the volume's back up again, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Look at the trades we're doing here, guys. 0.5 of a Bitcoin, 0.007, 0.0009. I mean, the trades are dismal. The volume's super low. This can't be maintained in my book. But anyway, here's a perfect example where most people would have thought, hey guys, the bull run's happening, man. Bitcoin, man, it's above 10.5. The critical level was 10.5. We're well above it now. I'm getting in now. What happens is Joe Schmo up here, he goes, yep, I'm sweet. I just bought one Bitcoin. That's me set for the bull run. And what happens, guys? We get rejected. And then we just have this pitfall. And then they try to consolidate. You're trying to get the buys in. Try to retest again. Sell off back down again. All of a sudden, we're now back below our 20-day moving average. We're now back down to this level, the 10.6. And then guys are like, okay, maybe I should buy back in. And what happened is we had more buyers back in. And then we were in this selling zone. What tends to happen here is you tend to get this sort of consolidation mode, and then you're expecting a big move. I was expecting a big move. Essentially, but obviously that didn't happen. What I did suspect was going to happen, once I'd seen these lower lows start to kick in, I was like, guys, something's going to happen here. We're going to start retesting one of these levels. Which level is it? Are we going to just bounce off the 20, which we've been doing? No, we broke through it. We broke flipping through the 20 sideways, and then we were testing the 50-day moving average. And I was like, wow, okay, man, I could really get back in here, man. I could buy in at 10.5. I would probably be happy with that. And what happened was we came super close. Then the buying came in. We pushed ourselves back up. Then we were bouncing off that support. Then we were back up again. And then we broke down. We broke through that 100-day moving average. Sorry, the 200-day moving average, which everyone's been saying is so flipping strong. Yeah, great. Yesterday, Bitcoin broke through that 20-day moving average. Hooray. Fantastic, everybody. That doesn't mean crap in this market today because we were back under it. Now we're back on top of it. And what happened was we got down to this level here, guys. And what did that do? What did it do? It got the buyers back into the market. And then I was expecting something in this area. This was getting tight. I was like, are we heading for a breakdown? No. We hit support level and bounced straight off through, cracked through support here. And now we've traded up sideways. So now we're sitting, guess where we're sitting, guys? We're sitting back where we started, all the way back here. So we've gone above it. We'd be like, yeah, everyone's like, Bitcoin to 14K, guys, fantastic. No, denied. Back down to 10.5. And now we're sitting at this level here. But again, I wouldn't believe the volume here one bit. Check this out. 1.23 Bitcoin, 0.3 Bitcoin, 0.12 Bitcoin. Guys, really, there you go. We're seeing a bit of a sell-off again now. I'm not going to say it's going to be a big one, but we're seeing a sell-off candle. 10,735. People are calling for 10,711 Bitcoin. Although the technical analysis still says it's a pretty strong area to buy. Are we going to maintain this? I just don't see the volume. I'm still not in. So just be cautious, everybody. Let's have a look. Right, Will Stalker says, okay, sorry, that's not true. How's it going? That's blended whiskey. Hey, Will Stalker. And then we've got Mudspot again. Says, come on, 4K Bitcoin. He is, man, I tell you what, I mean, I'd love to see 4K Bitcoin because I'd certainly plow in some money and try and get a full Bitcoin if I can. Or even half a Bitcoin, something like that. At 4K. Blackbird, Silver Blackbird, 1989. How are you, man? It's good to see you. Blended Whiskey says, I'm only down 33% in crypto. Man, I tell you, my holdings, yesterday I was down. And that's because I've been holding on to my Litecoin because obviously it's gone down to a level now where I've just got to sit with that stuff or let it go cheap. And then of course what happens is you decide to sell and the market goes up. So I'm not prepared to sell anymore, but I was down. My total down since the market came down was about 500. So yesterday we recovered some, which is great. So I still haven't got Bitcoin yet, but I've still got XRP. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with that based on these prices. It's just crap. One of the worst assets I ever got involved in, guys, was XRP. Now, the only time I'm going to change that view is when I see XRP at 50 cents. Up until that point, man, I tell you guys, I'm furious with XRP. This is crap. Litecoin, Ethereum has come up nicely. We broke through the 200, which I was like super happy about. So they're my altcoins. They're my top altcoins anyway. Although the crappiest of the top altcoins is XRP currently. Worst performing asset in my portfolio. Jeez. When did you hit 1K blended? Yeah, I just said to him, congratulations on that. Will Stalker says he got back in at 9.9. I've been hassling him because I said to him, man, it's been coming down, and I think it came down as like 10.3. I was like, Will Stalker, you better keep an eye on this, man, because literally you can lose your shirts in Bitcoin if you don't buy at the right price. Let's have a look. We've got AU Current says hi, Blackbird. Let's have a look. Silver Streak says Silver Limey 79. I swear I saw silver drop yesterday afternoon to 16.97 and now back up. It did drop back below 17, and we're now back up to, he says 17.28. It's 17.17. We're not quite in the 20s territory yet, but yeah, silver's today is the best performing precious metal so far, when I'm talking percentage wise for the day. Let's have a look. Mudswats, hello. Silver Streak. Silver Wolverine says, I think modern coin grading is a scam, especially from the US Mint. First strike, early release, no such thing. US Mint even put out a statement. Wow, okay. I totally disagree with you, Silver Wolverine. I fully understand you. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, this is the way I clarify it. There are people that collect constitutional. There are people that collect bullion grade. There are people that collect MS graded coinage. There are people for those markets. But to say it's a scam, I mean, I fully respect your comment there. But what proof do you have that it's a scam? You got to have some sort of proof. You can't just say, I think. Rather just take that out and not put anything there. You've got to have some sort of evidence. I know you said there, especially from the US mints, I don't buy US mint coins. Well, first of all, because you can only get American Silver Eagles. He says, first strike, early release, no such thing. US Mint even put out a statement. Again, that is by the graders. I suppose it depends. You know, if you go to the NGC site, I don't know if you've taken the time, but if you go to NGC site, you can see their releases, or what is applicable for early release and what is applicable for first release. I've just submitted 2 coins in there, Silver Wolverine. There's the Germania proof, which is now it's currently in a grading. It's currently awaiting grading, or it says grading quality control. And I've also submitted the Algories, which is applicable for first release, which I paid extra money for. So it's in for first release because I paid for it. I could have not paid the $10, then I just would have got a normal grade. But I thought, well, you know what? Let's put the first one in, get the first release. Collectors will want a specific one. I hear what you're saying. You will get specific collectors that want a first strike, that want an early release or a first release. You will get guys who will pay top dollar for that. End of story. Let's have a look. RPM Limited says gold and silver seems to be taking the buys over Bitcoin today. I know. Yeah, I tell you what. What's interesting. RPM is the consistency between the patterns of silver and gold and where they will end up. I mean, in the Titan, I put road to $20 by October, and guess what? Gold is exactly the same spot, $1,800 gold in October. So hopefully that can be maintained. Looking at Bitcoin there, guys, it looks like there's that red candle there. It's still pretty strong. It's testing support at that 20-day. Are we going to break below that? Is there enough strength to maintain this? That is my key question here, because to me, that just doesn't. I mean, looking at these numbers here, guys, look at. This is when guys are like, yeah, the retail, the business market is coming in. I mean, just look at this. I mean, 0.0005. Oh, come on, man. Rather put your $35 into something else. Go buy some scratches. 0.42, 0.7, 182 Bitcoin. Now that's a trade. Let's have a look. Hello, how are you doing there? It says targets, please. Well, essentially, I've just put the target. I haven't really put targets up. We're predominantly a precious metal channel here, but in regards to Bitcoin, it looks like it's broken out from its current position. The only thing I can work off is support. So essentially, there's our resistance levels. Okay, there's our support level, which is definitely in place. And that's a much bigger support. That was our resistance levels, which we came down. We popped that through that. Again, where are we? 720. Again, I haven't bought into Bitcoin because I don't believe that we're going to see a higher price. But again, that is my opinion. I'm not ready to buy into Bitcoin because I see lower prices coming for Bitcoin. Certainly with this volume, I just don't see, unless there's major institutional volume coming in. I know there's lots of great news out there. Everyone's praising for Backed. Everyone's saying, yeah, Back's in. Oh yeah, this is all good. Back's only in September. That's still a 2 month. Where are we? We're still about a month away, essentially. So, but we're not seeing much movement since that announcement. Who's actually bought into Bitcoin? Just retailers. just retail. Beg your pardon. Our support level here. No, yes, we're sitting on the 20-day moving average. Again, looking at this, let's have a look. I'm still optimistic in regards to where we're going to see it here. Yes, we are probably going to test the 10.8 mark at some point. Are we going to get rejected? Well, we were rejected once here. Again, we need to have some significant volume in order to break higher. I really don't foresee us breaking that 10.8 level yet. We might see another retest down, test support level, maintain up, and then maybe in this area here end up at 10.8. 10.8 is always a good spot for me. However, it's a pretty strong resistance level at 10.8. Let's have a look. We got World Stalker says, yeah, well, US Mint sucks. who would get no premium ASE graded sorry, hang on. Yeah, well, US Mint sucks. Who would get no premium ASE graded Wolverine? Don't lump all coins together. Well, that's what I was saying. There's different markets for each particular coin. RPM Limited said, I just bought XRP last week because it was cheap. Does seem to have a good future for my, yeah, but they've been talking that good future since last year. RPM, I've been in XRP since last year. They're just pumping XRP, but the fact of the matter is, in the real world, adoption is what XRP needs, and even with MoneyGram on this side currently at the minute, we're still not getting the right volume. So yes, we might be really early in the game. It might still take another year, but then the channels will stop pumping XRP, man. They're pumping it like it's going to explode any minute now. And if it explodes any minute now, great, But I'm really losing optimism for XRP. But I can't do anything with it because it's just too low right now to actually sell off. So I've got to sit with this stuff. Morning, Silver Limey 79. That is Aussie Alchemist. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. I collect souls, says Blended. Right, guys, let's take a look through. Silver Wolverine says the US Mint said there is no order in which they ship out coins as they come off the dies, all mixed up. Dies are worn and changed often. Again, Silver Wolverine, it's NGC that stipulate a first release. I don't know about first strike. I haven't. Well, first of all, I don't have any of them, but they decide when those early release dates are cut off and when the first release is also available. So again, it's not the US Mint. I don't know about first strike. Who knows? I really don't know. Maybe that is the Mint. Maybe maybe the US Mint don't do that. But NGC essentially have those release dates. Will Stalker says Wolverine. It says first release on the slabs, not first minted. Big difference. The first ones out are the first ones out. There you go. Normally, if you have a look at the sovereigns, you normally get the first of 500 struck or first of 150 struck, something like that. That's because they're probably counting that the first 150 that got struck, I guess, are released from the Royal Mint. Silver Wolverine says, Will Stalker, what about first strike? Again, I've got no clue on the first strike, only the first releases and early releases and so on, because I know they're at specific dates. Silver Streak says, that sounds fine with me, Silver Wolverine. Gives one a better chance at getting errors and varieties. Yeah, you never know. There you go. That's Silver Streak. RPM Limited says Monero has great adoption but needs XRP marketing staff. Yeah, Monero is really interesting because it tends to follow what Bitcoin is doing, especially lately. But I don't have access to Monero where I am, unless I use. I think it's available on Coinbase if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look. Will Stalker says they have a way to know. Doesn't matter how to me. The slabs give the value that collectors want, and each year they appreciate way more than bullion prices. I mean, I suppose if you've got, right, let's just think of it this way. On eBay, there's early release, or there's first strike, early release, or first release and early release. Which one of those three do you reckon you would probably buy? Obviously, you'd probably want to go for the first strike, and there probably would be a premium on that over the first release. Likewise, if you take the first strike out of the way, you've got first release, early release, and normal. Which one would you rather have? Probably the first release, because that would probably have the higher value in the year to come from an appreciation perspective. At least that's my my take on it. Let's have a look. We've got Silver Streak says, I have an NGC first release slabbed eagle. There you go. Love it. Are you happy with it? How much did you pay for it, Silver Streak? Did you get it graded yourself? Just I'd like to know. Will Stalker says, SS, they SS Silver Streak, they don't appreciate. For investment coins I want to hold onto for a while. I want ones that appreciate a ton, like Rwanda Lunas. Yeah, interesting enough, Silver Streak. Just on the American Silver Eagles, if you have a look at eBay, man, there's a ridiculous amount of slabbed American Silver Eagles. And the problem there is your supply. There's too much supply. You want to try and restrict supply. If you have a low supply on a coin and the population of the grade is significantly lower, then it will be worth more. If there's too much supply, then essentially you've got one coin amongst hundreds. What is going to differentiate the value of the coin you have and the hundreds that are out there? So I always say, if you want to get it graded, try and see what population is like, series. I mean, there you go. Will Stalker pretty much knows more than I do. Andre G saying goodbye, says bye everyone. I have to go. Have a great day, evening, everyone. Thanks, Andre. Always good to have you here. Aussie Alchemist says, I need coffee. You got to bring that coffee machine in there, buddy. Silver Wolverine, he says, Will Stalker, what about the 2009 Panda MS69? That is all milk spotted. What premium is that worth? First of all, I would not buy a graded Panda, Silver Wolverine. I mean, again, for me, it's they're not for me. I don't think they're that much of an investment from a series coin. Again, that's just my opinion. Other people may not agree with me. That's fine. That is my thought on it. Why have an MS69? But anyway, there you go. So hopefully Will Stalker will let him know on that one. Silver Streak says, good day, Andre. And Silver Streak says, I won it from Michael Kittle, and it's beautiful. There you go. Well, so long as you've won it, hasn't cost you anything. So when you do want to sell it, you'll have to differentiate your ASC versus the other ones out there. But I know you probably won't sell it because it's beautiful. I know I was thinking of getting one myself just to have, just because they're so readily available. Mudswat says, what's funny, Silver Limey 79, when I bought my little gram, they sold out the next day. No ways. Are you serious, Mudswat? That platinum 1 gram? Jeepers, man. That's insane. So people are willing to pay the premium. Will Stalker, here we go. Wolverine, considering it wasn't worth anything in the first place, I'd say not much. Again, don't compare ASEs and pandas to premium coins. I saw a 2000 MS Panda for the same price as a 2017 MS70. Useless. And again, that's an interesting point Will Stalker's put there. If you have a look at the prices, guys, I mean, this is the ridiculous thing on some of the American Silver Eagles. You look at the graded coins from 10 years ago, from 15 years ago. How much have they appreciated? Very little. So when you're looking at investment coins, when it comes to graded, guys, try and stick it. Don't go with your emotion. Try and take the emotion out of it, because everyone will be like, I just want to collect ASEs or Pandas or Britannias. Try and have a look from an investment grade perspective. Look at the low mintages. Get those ones. They're the ones that are going to cost you initial money up front, that are going to be the ones that are going to be worth money in 5-10 years time, guys. So don't worry. I mean, it's like buying Bitcoin and buying Litecoin or buying any of those altcoins. Bitcoin is the gold, right? Yes, you could have more of the other one because it's cheaper and you can get more for it. But again, it's the value of the price of Bitcoin that's going to push it up. That's going to push it up versus the other stuff that you bought just because it was cheap and you bought more of it. Okay, let's check. Gem uncirculated. That's Silver Streak. Very nice. I'm looking at a gem uncirculated Britannia, hoping to get it for a bargain. RPM Limited says milk spots should not affect value. Proves it's genuine, but is off-putting on a graded coin. I do agree with you on that one. Silver Blackbird 1989 just bought a 25th anniversary unicorn. That's a high premium round. I wonder how much you paid for that, if you don't mind disclosing. There we go. Will Stalker says he's got a 1986 proof 69 eagle. I got as a gift. It's selling on eBay for $65. Eagles of bullion. Pick wiser. That's interesting. Again, that's Will Stoker mentions that. But guys, obviously, if you're buying bullion graded bullion coins that don't have a limited mintage, then most likely it isn't going to improve the value. Yes, it might be an older coin, but again, it's not going to increase the value. That's why you're better off sticking to something that has some sort of limitability, limited maybe to 10,000 or 5,000. Look, I don't know. It depends on your budget, how much you're going to spend. Do your own research. That's all I can say. Know what you're getting in. Mudswat, he says, "Yep, Silver Wolverine. Here you go. I bought the panda for almost spot in the slab. Just kept it in the slab. But there you go. But then, what is that? What does that tell you, Silver Wolverine? If someone's gone and graded that panda, and now you've just bought it for spot, effectively it isn't worth a premium when you're taking it to NGC. Clearly, I mean, have a look on eBay. See how many pandas are on there, and see how many people are buying them." Blended Whiskey says, "I will never buy an MS70 coin." Blended, I tell you what, I mean, you've got some great stuff, man. I don't think you even need to get integrated. I mean, you've got gold and all kinds, man, Blended. So to be fair, you've got some awesome coins, man. Will Stalker says, "Look at prices on eBay. If it's an older one, isn't more expensive than a newer one. That's an indication that they don't appreciate." Well, it's a valid point of what he's saying there. I think in general, if you look at prices there, and the older ones are no more expensive than the newer ones, there's a problem. Will Stalker's giving Blended a hard time. Oh, Blended Whiskey says there are MS70 bitcoins. Will Stalker, I bet those are BT70s. Let's have a look. AU Current says, "I think slabs are most popular in the USA than here in the UK. We like to be able to get our hands on our coins here." Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose so. There we go. Blended Whiskey says PF70 XRP. Silver Blackbird 1989 says it's the silver one, so close to €40. There you go. €40. There, Blended Whiskey says, kidding. Right, Will Stalker. Wolverine, go look how much a MS70 Rwandan rooster is now. Only 2 years old, and I give lots of examples of ones that are amazing investments, way high appreciation than prices of silver. Even from a nautical series, guys, I just got into the nautical, the Rwanda nautical series 2017. Again, from the advice of this man here. I got it for an absolute steal, but I'm looking at the proof coins, man. Some of those are like 160, 190, some of them over 200. There's the first issue, 2017 nautical, which is like $250. Man, you're talking some serious coins. But then if you look at the population, man, there's only one of like 14 or something in the whole world from an NGC graded perspective. There we go. So Wolverine says, "I have the Rwandan roosters, just not slabbed." It could be worthwhile getting them slabbed, but that's only if you're interested in them. Only if you're interested in getting them slabbed. Will Stalker says, "ASC, it's like investing in cars and buying a Civic and wondering why it's not worth the same year as a Porsche." Silver Wolverine says, "I have a proof Rwanda rooster too." Man, that is fantastic. I tell you what, those proof Rwandas are really nice. Will Stalker. Let's have a look. He says, "Wolverine, imagine if they were slabbed. We sold one last month for $250, 1 ounce. You don't consider that a good investment?" I love proof coins, but I don't prefer Queen's Beasts as proof. Those Queen's Beasts are very interesting. What do you think, RPM? I think the proofs are 1 ounce and they're not 2 ounce. I'd love to have an MS70 proof Queen's Beast. Len says, "Will Stalker, you can go eat a scorpion." That was crazy, brother. Blend already checked that one off. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so we need to get on with this, guys. So Bitcoin, there you go. You can see it's still testing that level. Where is this on this? Okay, so Bitcoin's at 10,700. Oh, okay, where's that one? Sorry, delete that. Is at $10,720, and we're testing that 20-day move, the 20 moving average. Let's check on Bitcoin on the day. The daily, how are we looking on the daily, guys? We're sort of mixed again. We're still within that. We're not above that 20-day moving average like we were here. We've come down a bit now. We've maintained this support level. 11,000. Okay, so again, we're testing. We're going to be testing this area soon. Oh, sorry, testing that area soon. So that's about 11.3. That is major resistance zones between 10.8 and 11.3 is where our major resistance zones are. So we're seriously coming close to that major resistance area. And if we get rejected, guys, we're going to be back down. I'd love to be buying back in here about 9.5. I think would be a good spot. Just follow the let's see, where's our 200-day moving average? It's creeping up, the 200-day moving average, guys, for Bitcoin. Everyone's expecting an 8 grand pullback. I tell you what, if we pull back to the 200, man, I tell you what, I'd be super happy to get in at 8,200. And then we're going to see a rebound, a nice rebound, because we've hit our exponential moving average at the 200, and we should then start to see some good gains. Currently, we're flopping around in this area. I really don't like it. We just need to come back down, retest our support level here, bounce back up again. Everyone's going to be in happy land, and then start ending up on a higher high, guys. Let's look at some news for Bitcoin. Right, this is by AMB Crypto. It says Bitcoin, Litecoin, XRP market show signs of maturing despite lower 2019 year-to-date gains than 2017. It says the crypto industry continued to mature while eliminating FOMO and FUDs at all stages. Those FOMO-fueled speculators, but short-lived crypto rallies. The market started off on a slow note in 2019 after the infamous Bitcoin crash the previous year. The market, however, saw significant recovery after consistent bull runs by mid-year. The comeback, Bitcoin recorded the highest year-to-date gains of 175%. The silver coin to Bitcoin's gold, Litecoin followed suit, posting 154% year-to-date gains. That's one of the reasons why I still have Litecoin, guys, because the tech in Bitcoin and the tech in Litecoin is compatible. And effect, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but I mean, if you can just get Satoshis, then what do you need? Litecoin, again, it runs off the same tech as Bitcoin. I still think there is a future there for Litecoin. So, you know, at these prices, Litecoin is still a pretty good buy. Ripple's native XRP positioned third with 153%. The continuous Bitcoin hard fork, Bitcoin Cash, stood fourth with 94 year-to-date gains, while Ethereum, which is the second largest crypto by market cap, stood fifth with just 40% year-to-date gains. Okay, well, hopefully this year it should change. Despite massive gains this year, the 2019 failed to match with the colossal rise of 2017, according to the latest long hash posts. 2019 price rise has been pretty low compared to the skyrocket gains in the 2017 bull run. In 2017, nearly 15 virtual assets posted a staggering 10,000% gains, while this year only 18 cryptocurrencies managed to achieve 100. Could be a sign of the times. Those big gains I don't think exist anymore, to be honest. We've come back, we've sort of matured from a market perspective. Oh, there you go. Look at the next section here. I was just talking about maturity. A sign of market maturity. Even as a legal status of digital currencies remained vague, the cryptocurrency market has ostensibly matured. The harsh crypto winter took a toll on the numerous promising projects which failed to yield profits. Substantial crypto projects continue to encourage investors to remain optimistic about the future of the industry. The likes of JP Morgan, Facebook, Nike's entry into the crypto space provided a necessary momentum, which was earlier associated with the darknet web and perceived as scams by outsiders in the current regulatory scenario. The narrative of the industry replacing the legacy market is far-fetched. However, massive disruption in the traditional institutions by leveraging digital currencies and underlying tech is what seems plausible. So there we have that one. That's the only news I could sort of get currently out. If we go to latest, let's see if there's anything further. Bitcoin has emerged as an option to opt out of the present financial system. Jeepers creeps, that's been going around for... Everyone knows that. Okay, there we go. move out. Let's check and see. Let's go and check in on the markets. Right. The next thing to check out is let's have a look at Litecoin, guys, while we are on the subject. Just going to check the chat with everybody. Right, here we go. Wow, okay, I appear to be quite far up, so let's go. Anyone interested in MS70 Bird of Paradise, 50k mintage? I'd certainly be interested, Ozzy. Are you looking to do a trade? Oh, never mind. Well, Stalker says been thinking about those, Ozzy, but decided not to do that series. Well, Ozzy, if you're willing to do a trade, I'll do you a trade with some more silver, something like that, or if there's a price you're interested in, let me know. Drop me an email. silverlimey79@gmail.com. Blended Whiskey says, did you guys not see him eat that big scorpion? I didn't see that Blended was alive. Was it alive? Mudswat says, I really need Bitcoin to go down seriously, like 4K, so I can buy back in. Mudswat, I totally agree, man. Buy in when the time's right for you. Wait for the markets to come to your level. I'm not saying Silver Junkie 1350 is a sensible level at the moment, but the volatility in the market for cryptocurrencies, it's plausible for us to drop by that sort of level. Not, I wouldn't say impossible. Aussie Alchemist says, missed it blended. Was it in a tequila bottle? God, if I was alive, I would have puked. No, it was just a huge black scorpion. Mudswat says, Palladium does not appeal to me. Just does not have that PM feel to it. Yeah, look, I don't really know. Well, I haven't felt a Palladium coin, but it's expensive, and there's plenty of other alternatives there. Silver Streak says, I actually hate some darn white worms in my bowl. Oh no, bowl of oatmeal last week. Oh, no. Sorry, man. That's bad. Dang, package was brand new too. Oh. Let's have a look. Will Stalker. Silver Streak. WTF. RPM Limited says big gains in crypto will only come with a deep crisis and when people start losing their homes again. Yeah. Well, I suppose it's a fair point, actually. RPM, thank you. Silver Streak, really? Brand new package from the store? Industries produce things. What does Bitcoin produce apart from speculation? What does it produce? It produces something that the banks cannot get their hands on. That's what it produces. It produces something that is peer-to-peer, which means that there's no need for a middleman. There's no need for high costs in regards to transfers. That's why essentially, and it was born out of the 2008 financial crisis, where the bankers took our money and messed it up. And to put it in short, Scorpion sounds better. Don't think I'll eat any more oatmeal for a long time. Will Stalker. What does PayPal produce, Ozzy? Still a good company to be in. They still charge high, exorbitant transfer costs. Even if you're transferring money, crypto will cost you a fraction of the cost. A guy transferred $460 million worth of Bitcoin. Guess how much it cost him to transfer that amount of money? Cost him $397. If you'd gone to the bank and tried to transfer 461 million, first of all, they'd probably say you're mad, or they'd probably restrain you from trying to transfer that amount of money out of a bank. Secondly, they'd charge you one exorbitant fee. I think once the calculations are being produced, it was about $131,000 to transfer that amount of money. So yeah, that's what they're, and of course, how long would it take? It would probably take about 7 to 10 days to transfer. Versus Bitcoin, it might take a couple of hours. Yeah, I mean, I meant good stocks. Ozzy says true dat. Right, let's look at Litecoin, everybody. Right, Litecoin. We're still down in the murky swamp bottom area currently at the minute. So again, we're not looking great. We were looking pretty good. We started to break up. We're now back down the 20-day moving average on the 4-hourly. You know, we just need some momentum. It is coming. I know it's coming. We've been maintaining, consolidating in this mid-70s area for a long time now. We are going to break up at some points. It's just a matter of when, not if. Let's look at Litecoin on the daily. Yeah, we're in this downtrend at the minute. Again, it could be good buying opportunities for those that want to get in. into Litecoin. I might even consider buying some more. I want to wait for this to drop a bit. If it drops back into the $60 zone, I'm buying more. Warren Buffett basically says, buy what people are not interested in. That's what they are. That's what he always says. Is that's when people get rich. So look, so we've plummeted down here. We had a low there of 76. We're sort of scraping the bottom here again, 71. Wow, guys, it was a few days back, and then we came back up. This last 2 days, we had a bit of a run. We're setting. What are we setting, guys? We're setting higher highs. Sorry, higher lows. And then we are setting higher highs currently, just over here, with the exception of today. So again, I'm still optimistic. Litecoin has some form of future. World Stalker says, yeah, I meant good stocks. Sorry, Blended Whiskey says Google Pay is free. Yeah, but Google Pay is only for small things. The last time I checked, you can pay with your phone. World Stalker says good. Google is good stocks to have. I don't believe in stocks. Not for me, thank you. Not with that fiat money. No, thank you. Right, guys, we're going to finish off with the cryptocurrency page. And then we'll just flick through everything. Silver's currently 1715. Bitcoin's 10,720. Platinum at 850. Silver's still up 1.6% on the day. Palladium up 0.88% to $1,490. We've got gold currently up on the day 0.69% at $1,506. Litecoin down 2% at 75. And let's look at crypto. Let's look at the top 5 crypto. And we'll finish off shortly. Right, guys, this is the coin market cap. I'm going to refresh it quickly. Check this out, guys. Before I refresh, look at that, 47.9. Let's see where it's gone. Do you reckon it's gone down, or do you reckon it's gone up? Come on, quickly, guys. Has it gone down or has it gone up? What do you think? I'm saying it's gone down. Oh, it's gone up. Only slightly. Okay, so we are seeing a slight bit of movement, momentum. The Bitcoin market cap's dropped slightly. It was 192 this morning. Bitcoin's up 0.05%. Those are those guys with the 25 Bitcoins that are keeping the market up. Sorry, the $25 worth of Bitcoin. They're the guys keeping the market up at the minute. Okay, so here we go. 24-hour volume, $50 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 69.3. Market cap is 277 billion, 76 million. Sorry, $277 billion. Obviously, Bitcoin number 1, Ethereum number 2, XRP number 3 at 27 cents. Bitcoin Cash, 315. Litecoin at $75. See who the biggest losers are, or the biggest winners currently. Ethereum Classic up 9.77%. Agritia, never heard of that one. That's down 12.99. We've got ABBC coin. Must really be an alphabet coin, that one. That's down 11%. GX chain. Down 8.5. Check this out, guys. Bytecoin. $15,400 worth of volume. Down 6.52. Jeepers, look at the volatility on that thing. Bitcoin Diamond. Let's have a look. That's down 7.65%. And we're going to go back to silver, guys, where we'll wrap up. Right, guys, that's where I'm going to leave it. Thanks so very much for watching, as usual. Really appreciated you all. Thanks so very much for watching, guys. It's always great to see you. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow, as usual. Again, I just want to do some shout outs to the usual guys. Aussie Alchemist. Oh, no ways, Yankee. Jeepers, man. Were you lurking? Yankee with a quick hi bye. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Again, it's been an absolute pleasure. I love having you guys here. I really appreciate the support you give the channel. Don't forget, moon up the likes, please. I want to see that like button At least above 10 would be great. I'm sure we'll hit 20. Let's have a look. Yankee says, lol, I'm working. Wolf Stalker says, bye, XRP Limey. No. You can take the XRP out, please. Mudswat, see you later, chart guy. There we go. That's Mudswat. Hopefully, we're going to see some moves tomorrow. But silver's the winner on the day, so that will be the thumbnail. Just by looking at where we are now, silver's looking pretty good. 17.15. RPM Limited, thanks very much for joining us today. Really awesome. And we've got blended whiskey as well. Blended. Then we've got Aussie Alchemist, Silver Streak, Aussie Alchemist, Wolf Stalker, and we had Silver Wolverine here as well. That's Silver Wolverine. We had Silver Blackbird, 1989. AU Currents, he was the winner of the giveaway that I posted the winner yesterday. Yankee Stacker, man, always a pleasure. And guys, I will see you on the next one. Here, there we go. Yankee says, I want silver at under $17 again. Hopefully not. I do not want to see another $16 silver. Cheers. Take care, everybody. And I'll see you soon. Have an awesome day.